Hello, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. There's a lot of energy again. I've only had like part of a cup of coffee, not even a full cup. Like, what's the deal? This is all you? Okay. Somebody's stubborn. It's not you, though. I don't think so. Alright, so I find it very interesting. You're starting off with the Ace of Wands, you're ending up with the Ace of Coins. Let's see how this forms, because I feel like you're going to end up getting into a better situation than you're currently dealing with. There's a situation that you're starting off with, and I'm getting the Queen of Cups for you. This is something you see, like, don't get caught up in the gender, but it seems like it's something you like, and you're trying to hold on to with the will, okay? You're trying to hold on to, you're starting in with this situation. When the Ace of Wands is coming into this situation, it started off really good, and you planned to have something stick in here. You expected it to hang around, you wanted to make it hang around, but I'm getting the Queen of Cups with the will, though, is like, the reason this was happening and even surviving it feels like it's all on you. You're the one who created it and kept it going. Now, even though I am saying you're the one that created it, you didn't create it on your own. Somebody else helped you create it with the Four of Pentacles, excuse me. Now, when I'm seeing it come forward, the Ace of Wands comes forward, somebody else helped you create it, but I feel like the majority of the work seems like it was on you. And I feel like this became very draining. This Ace of Wands is the first situation with whoever you're dealing with. And it literally survived because of your will. I'm getting the will with the Queen of Cups. Like, it feels like you're the one who kept it going. Somebody else helped you, but with that Four of Pentacles, I'm not feeling like they were overly involved. But at the level whatever level they started at is the level they stayed at, and they weren't willing to go up or down with it. They just kind of stayed at the same level. And I'm getting this became overtaxing for you with the Four of Swords. It became too much. It's kind of like the other side seemed to be like thinking they were doing enough, but it still feels like the balance was unbalanced, I should say. And it just became overtaxing. Now this could just to be fair, even if the situation itself, like you put in a certain amount of effort, somebody else put in a certain amount of effort. If that situation maybe was balanced, just to be fair, you had a lot of other things going on around you and you couldn't keep up with it. It's just like, I just feel like things became too draining for you. And maybe it became a part where after a while, maybe you just needed some help. You're just like, I need some help in this situation. I'm getting a little overtaxed here. If you could help me out for a while until things settle down, that would help me out greatly. And I'm getting like that wouldn't happen. The resistance in this side with the Four of Pentacles, it's like stretching out that Four of Pentacles feel. And they're like, no, I can't really do that. Now, if they actually couldn't or weren't willing to, that's subjective to your situation. So it's either they couldn't or they wouldn't. One of the two. You have to decide for your situation which you feel like fits better. Because they couldn't seem to help you with it. And it still became very overtaxing to you. Due to that Four of Swords, justice came forward. And I'm getting like this situation became... It's not going to continue this way. It can't. I feel like there's too much going on. Either you're doing too much in this situation or there's too much going on around you. It's overtaxing. You can't keep doing it this way. Justice is coming forward saying, on your side, like it's either fix it or fail. Not to rhyme, but you know, there you go. Fix it or fail. Literally is what I'm getting. You're either going to have to fix it or fail. A conversation is going to come forward. And then what I'm getting is like the Knight of Swords is coming forward, but what's coming next is interesting. I feel like there's a very deep conversation between you and whoever you're dealing with this Four of Pentacles energy down here. Whoever this Four of Pentacles energy is, there's a very deep conversation between you and them, and you're just kind of like, listen, things have to get better. I can't keep doing it like this. It's either you got to step up or I got to walk away from this. It's either it's literally fix it or fail. I don't know how else to say it. It's like if they're not willing to fix it and help you find a better balance, then you have to shut it down. I literally feel like you're going to shut it down. Eight of Cups is walking away from something that is good, but like you're putting in so much effort. It's not just like the Eight of Cups in the sense of like there's a lot of good there. You're the one that's constantly filling those 8 cups. You may be getting a lot of benefit from that. So are other people. But when you're putting in all the effort, that's not going to work here. There's an imbalance. So I feel like you're walking away from this situation and you're shutting it down. This is not the end, though. That's the interesting thing. It feels like it's one of those things where, like, if for example, if we were talking about a small business, you're like, all right, I can't keep doing this mostly on my own or the way it's going, so we're going to have to shut this down because you can't step up and go farther. For whether they can or can't, if you can't get more help, it's just something you can't keep doing. So it's like the analogy of like, all right, we're going to shut the doors for now, but it's like all the supplies, all the bookwork, all the contacts, they're over to the side. They're just dormant. The situation is literally going dormant. When you leave that Eight of Cups, you're making it dormant, whatever it is. The Seven of Coins is coming in later, and I feel like the situation is not, it's like it was dormant, but I almost feel like this is breathing life into it. But like when it's coming in, it's like when you're ready to breathe life back into it, you're going to have to find a more stable way to do it. It's kind of like you're ready to come back to it. When you're ready to come back to it, though, you're like, all right, this got out of hand, that got out of hand. This is where I'm going to need help. That's where I'm going to need help. You're seeing like, all right, I can bring this back to life, but these are the things I'm going to need to implement. If I'm going to do it again, I'm going to need either extra help, other people helping, or I'm not going to be able to do it until the other person is ready to step up and do more. There's a lot of different ways this is going to come back, but it is going to come back is what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is leading into the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is telling me like everything went dormant and you're going to bring it back to life, but in the process of bringing it back to life, you're going to have to change things before you bring it out of the dormancy. You may have different people connected or more people, just to keep that in mind. Because when the Ace of Pentacles comes in, you get a lot more out of the situation. I feel like it's like whatever you were getting out before, it's multiplied by something. Whatever you feel is right for your life. There's more, you're getting a lot more out of it, but there's a lot more people connected to it, and it's a lot more stable, and it's not draining you. You're actually enjoying it also a lot more than you did. This decision might be hard to even get to, and I feel like for a lot of you, that's why this is coming to you. To make that decision to shut it down and put it in dormancy, whatever you want to say there, to make that decision on your own is hard. It's hard to do that is what I'm getting. It's kind of like, do I really want to do that? Because what if I put it in dormancy, whatever, and I can't pull it back out. And it's very stressful. They're saying, no, this needs to happen. So you can step back, reformulate the plan, and when you bring it back out of that dormancy, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, you can then enjoy it, and it can be actually what you envisioned it to be to begin with. I have one of those urges to keep talking, but like they're saying it's done, so I'm trying to like, I'm not going to make it weird. I'm just going to shut it down. I'm going to let it be because they're saying it's all out there, let it be. So I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.